Hi, I'm going to show you the kits that I have in my stash. It's not all of the kits, but at least the ones within easy reach. These are the ones on my second shelf. There are some more in the other room, but I'll leave those for another time. I have to divide my stash into segments, so I won't take up hours and hours of your time. Anyway, I'll start off with this one. This is the Indian Peacock by Dimensions. As you can see, it is gorgeous. I just had to have it. I know I don't have the skills yet to stitch this, or the patience to stitch something this big again, and I definitely don't have time this year, not with the wedding in the middle of the year and all, and I'm preparing for it, and afterwards I'm going to have to get used to married life. But I'm looking forward to the time that I do stitch this. And yes, I will stitch this because it's so pretty and I want it on my wall. In the future home, I have already picked out a spot just for this one. Yep. Anyway, that's the Peacock Dimensions. Indian Peacock by Dimensions. Okay, next one. This one, I don't know if any of you have it. I doubt you do. But just in case, if you do have it, give me a holler. It's XU Crafts. It's Chinese. I got it for 140 Hong Kong dollars. I don't know how much that is in US dollars. Anyway, look at that design. I just had to have it. And look, the back stitching is horrendous. I mean, every single thing there I think is back stitched. But it's just the design that I really like, and I can actually imagine this on the wall of a bathroom in the future home. Yep, I bought this around 2 to 3 years ago, and yeah, I was already looking forward to such a time that I will have a home with the panda, and this would be hanging in the bathroom. Not the bedroom, the bathroom. Don't ask me why. Anyway, I just don't know if I could stitch this. Should I open? I'll show you the threads. Look at the threads. I mean, the instructions on that. I mean, this color has to match with that color. It'll take me a while to actually convert this to DMC threads. And yes, I will convert it to DMC because I'm deathly afraid of running out of the right thread. So anyway, this one. I'm guessing I can't read Chinese characters like, those, but it says relaxing life, so I'm just gonna call this relaxing life. Next one, it's a kit, but it's been opened, and I got this in it's a eBay lot. There were like 3 other stockings included and a bunch of other patterns, a wooden box, fabric. Anyway, this one is also by Dimensions. It's called Forest Bird Stockings. I'll hold it up just so you could appreciate it better. There are at least, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 birds on this. And supposedly there is a matching wreath. It does not come with this kit, unfortunately. I really thought it did, but it does not. So someday I will probably go searching for that. Anyway, it's a complete kit. Comes with the fabric, which again, it's Aida. I'll never use this probably. And yeah, where are the threads? Threads are in there. And yes, there it is. It's really pretty. Don't know if I'll stitch it, but I do have it. Maybe I will. It'll look good in the house, in the rest house. Anyway, this is a kit by Basilla, and these are Christmas ornaments, Celestial Angels. So I'll just go closer so you could see. I am not sure if my camera will zoom in properly or not, so there you go. Yeah. Next one. Okay, another Dimensions kit. This one's pretty pricey. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I know it was pricey. Peonies and Delphiniums by Dimensions. It's a gold collection. Ta-da! I couldn't resist how pretty it was. Again, no idea if I have the skills to stitch it now or anytime soon, but the flowers are pretty enough, and these will be the color of our bedroom in the future. So I like it. I want it. I got it. This one I bought from a sale on one of the Facebook groups. It's again by Dimensions. It's flowers and lace. As you guys could tell, probably I really love florals. So look at that. Look at how pretty that is. There's a lot of specialty stitches on this one. But look at that. How pretty. There's butterflies and purple flowers. It's so dainty. It's crazy. And I never knew I was dainty until cross stitching came along, and I realized, yes, I like dainty things. I like flowers. This one, I had the insane idea to buy it. Oh, there it is. See, it's 360 Hong Kong dollars. Okay. Gold Collections Wreath of All Seasons. And it does show all the seasons. I'm guessing this is spring, summer, autumn, winter. Yeah. If I do want to stitch this, I do want to make it because it is so pretty. But if I do make it, I doubt I will put in the words. There are words here. I don't know if you could see it. I just want to stitch this. And I want to have the framer do it with a hook here, a hook here, a hook here, a hook here behind it. So I can just twist it around depending on the season. See? If it's like that. If it's spring. Well, I guess the nest would be sideways. But still. Spring. Then summer. Then autumn. Then fall. Which is crazy because I live in the Philippines. And definitely there are no seasons here. There are only two kinds of weather. Hot and wet. Another Gold Collections kit. Chickadees and lilacs. As you could tell, I love lilacs, or I love lavender flowers. Basically, look, check it out. Purple flowers, purple flowers, purple flowers, purple flower. Can you see a theme? I suddenly can. So now I know what will possess me to buy a kit right away. The purple flowers. And the pretty little birds. Ta-da! Okay, Gold Collection Dimensions kit. Here's one that was just given to me. One of my pictures, when I traveled to Cambodia, I took along a magazine, and the magazine gave me this one because they featured my picture in it. It's a John Clayton International, and it's a bunch of cows. If I look at the pictures, I keep thinking I would hear somebody yelling, Heidi! Oh, Heidi! Okay, for those of you who watch Japanese anime cartoons or watched old vintage cartoons, you'd know what I'm talking about. Heidi! Now, this one I bought 3-4 years ago when my panda and I first started dating. Okay, he has childhood toys that was a tiger and a lion called Calvin and Hobbes, and he had a tiger, so that's a tiger, and I started calling him Panda. So that's a panda, and as you can tell, they're baby bibs. It's Dimensions again and it's called Baby Hugs, baby animal bibs. If we are blessed with children, yep, I'm making these. Definitely, I am making these if I do find that I will be expecting children or a child. See, these are bibs, and you just signed. It's stamped. All you have to do is follow them. Will I use the threads? Probably not. I'm gonna convert them to DMC. Okay, this one. All right, this is a Chinese kit called Essie, whatever. It's called Touch with Hearts, Delight of Creation. What? Anyway, the only reason why I have this, no, I don't like this pattern. Actually, it's not my type at all. It's just that a local cross stitcher here in the Philippines bought a bunch, and she wanted to sell them off. I guess so she could earn extra money and all that. And this is, oops, sorry, that's my phone again. And this was my way of helping by buying one kit, regardless of the fact that I like the design or not. Anyway, I have to admit the pattern is in here. The pillowcase is not. I've used up the pillowcase. I stitched something else and gave that away. So yeah, it's no longer a kit, I guess. It just has thread and the pattern. Yeah, there. There. Next one. This one I know some friends of mine would love, and I love it too, so it's never leaving my side. Sorry. Stained glass ornaments. Surprise, surprise! It's by Dimensions! Okay, look at how pretty that is. And this kit is actually the reason why I bought a bunch of plastic canvas. Because if and when I do decide to settle down and stitch Christmas ornaments for my Christmas tree, I wanted to make multiples of these, not just one. I wanted like at least two of this, so it could surround the tree itself. And the designs are pretty enough to do it, and easy enough to do it too. So there. Stained glass ornaments. Next. Okay, I got this. Will I stitch it? I doubt it. Why? Because I am afraid of Teresa Wentzler patterns. I tried, trust me, I tried some of her freebies on her website, and half stitches, quarter stitches, I don't know if there was even weird stitches involved. I couldn't do it. I mean, these are the most, her designs are so pretty, but the stitches involved, they're so complicated. I can't. I just can't. Skill level, not there. Anyway, I have Angel of Frost. If I'm not mistaken, I actually have the pattern of this in a separate booklet or pamphlet. And I also have the kit. So, I don't know. Well, I bought them because I really thought at the start, the first year I was stitching, I bought up every original pattern I could find here in the Philippines. Because I thought, well, I hardly find any cross-stitch patterns here, so if I do find them, I'll buy them. So I ended up buying a ton of duplicates, which I was giving away as prizes or as gifts. So I ended up with two of these. Once a kit, once a pattern. Exactly the same thing. Angel of Frost. Okay, next. This one. Okay, I pride myself in being able to find cross-stitch patterns everywhere around the world. So if I travel, one of the first few things I will actually research on and ask around would be, where can I get cross-stitch? This one I found in Cambodia in Siem Reap. Yeah, according to the internet, there's no cross-stitch in Siem Reap at all. I was riding a tuk-tuk coming home from the ruins. I was so tired. We were like dropping dead, and we were in the tuk-tuk driving along, and then all of a sudden I go, stop! I literally yelled, stop! Really, really loudly. So the tuk-tuk driver swerved a little, I have to admit, and he stopped at least 5 or 6 stores away from where I wanted him to stop. And he was like, what? Of course, I'm doing all of this with a non-English speaking community usually. But anyway, I go, stop, wait, go back. Where? He was going where? Go back, drive back. I saw something. So he drives back slowly, and I asked him to stop finally. My panda and I got down, and it was a clinic. It was a medical clinic. The signs in the front of the store would say injections, vaccinations, and all that. And inside the clinic, in the lobby, the waiting area, were kits. There were at least maybe 100 kits hanging on the wall. It turns out the doctor of that clinic has a wife who likes to cross-stitch. And she would buy these from somewhere and just leave it there for people to buy if they wanted to. There's no sign in front of that store that says cross-stitch for sale. I was just looking, you know, left and right while the tuk-tuk was moving. I was looking, and it registered probably 2 seconds after I saw it that I saw cross-stitch kits. So I got in. Okay, we were on a budget. It was a budget trip, and I didn't want to spend a lot. So I only bought one kit from Cambodia, and this is the design I picked out. It's a boy blowing on a lute with carabaos in the background. It's so nice. It's so detailed. Do you think I'll stitch it? No, I don't know. But it's so pretty, and I just had to have a souvenir. No idea if this is Chinese or Japanese or Korean. Whatever it is, I got that. According to the doctor that was there, this scene was a Cambodian scene, which is probably why I got it. There were cross-stitch kits of the temples, but they weren't as pretty as this one, so I got this. Next. Okay, these are kits from Norway. Yes, I've been to Norway, but when I was there, I wasn't still cross-stitching. I got this from my cousin. It's Permin Scandinavian Art Needlework. He got me the troll because when I was there last, I brought home a bunch of troll postcards, and Norway is known for their trolls. So there, he got me a troll with, if I'm not mistaken, a salmon. Next, he got me a panda. I wonder why. Again, this is Permin of Copenhagen. It's a DMC kit, but there's a panda. Next, Permin First Kiss. I have no idea why he got this design for me. It's so not my type. You know, it's too cute. Yeah, and therefore, because it is too cute, it will probably forever stay in my stash until somebody in the next generation, either my children, grandchildren, or nieces, decide they want to stitch it, and then they could have it. Yep, not my type at all. Okay, next. I found this in Kentucky, USA. There was a thrift store, and I've always been jealous of people saying, I bought this at a bargain at a thrift store. So every thrift store that my dad passed, I kind of asked him to stop, and I found this in one of them. Yeah, it said Designs for the Needle, Santa, 1985 Santa and Deer. Isn't it so cute? It's so nice and colorful too. And it's sealed for something that's old already, I guess. 1985, right? It's sealed, still okay, complete. So yes, am I planning on stitching this in the future? Yes, I am. Okay. Next. Aha, Freddy would like this. It's Newton's Law, counted cross-stitch kit. But focus on the actual project, if you can. It says, I love 11Cs and 12Cs, 13Cs, 14Cs, 15Cs, 16Cs, 17Cs. If you're familiar with Lord of the Rings, you know that the hobbits like to have 2 breakfasts, 2 lunch, 11Cs, and whatever. And this reminded me so much of the Lord of the Rings that I had to have it, regardless of the fact that it's chock full of back stitches all over the place. It's gonna be hard to do this, but yes, I will be doing this. Besides, my panda likes this one, so, and I like it too, so it'll probably get done. Next. But this, because I like inspirational and religious and faith-based patterns, and this is St. Francis. I love animals. I love dogs. So St. Francis is the patron saint of animals. It's by Janlin, and it's called St. Francis, St. Francois, number 105-31. It's pretty. There. Next. This I got in the States. I believe I got it in San Francisco. It's a Mill Hill kit called Sticks. And it says, Rise and Shine. Why did I buy a chicken? Well, I have a front door neighbor who loves chickens and roosters. I don't know, I thought maybe I could stitch this for him, but yeah, maybe not. But it'll look good in a kitchen, right? So maybe someday I'll put it there in a breakfast nook or something. Rise and Shine. It looks easy enough to do. Yep, I can do this. Second to the last kit within reach is this. It is The View from Oyster Bay. It's a very famous stained glass type painting. It's the Collector's Gallery. And look at how gorgeous that is. Can you imagine when this is finished? I know I saw somebody stitch this, which is probably why I hunted it down and I found it on eBay. And you know, I just love it. Look at the colors. Shades of purple and blue. Yeah, I like this one. And last but not the least, amongst the, well, kits that are within reach, it is actually not a kit. I got